Can I share with you the 3 best pieces of advice that I've ever received? I'll keep this video short, but in my 15 years as a luxury wedding photographer, taking that business from nothing to well over 6 figures, and now in my 5 years as a YouTuber, taking this business from 0 subscribers to over 420,000 subscribers, there's 3 pieces of advice that I reflect on often. Like, they're constantly in my mind as I'm working and as I'm trying to grow this thing that is a YouTube channel. 3 of the most simple but insanely powerful pieces of advice. And number 1 is, it's controversial in the photography world, but not so much the YouTube world, and it is work for free. In the YouTube world, it's sort of inherent that at the beginning you're going to make videos, no one's gonna watch them, you're not getting paid to make them, you just have to make videos for free. But in the photography world, there's like this weird sense where people are like, if you don't value your work, who will? Never give anything away from free, never give discounts. I've heard so much of that, and I legit built my business on working for free. Because in the YouTube world or photography world, those first jobs that you take on, things that you just do totally for free, either it's for friends and family, or it's just videos that you want to put out there on your YouTube channel, it is practice. You are learning your craft. You, over here in photography world, you're learning how to interact with somebody as you take photos of them. Over in YouTube world, you're learning so many different things. Like, I look back at my first videos and my first photos and I'm like, oh, those were rough, but it was my start. Like I just started somewhere. I had to get going and I had to put in the reps to get better. And if I sat around and I was like, well, I'm not gonna shoot anyone's photos unless they pay me, and no one was paying me, then I would have just sat around not getting better. On the YouTube side, I always tell people that if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, you should be able to make 1 video per week for 52 weeks straight, 1 full year, not getting paid a single dime, and nobody watches it. If you feel like you could do that, like you could handle doing that and getting no reward out of it, like basically just working for free, you will be a good YouTuber. In those 52 videos, you will learn so much. For your 53rd and 4th and 200th and 300th video, you will be much better at what you do if you just put in some work up front for free. But working for free has one more major advantage, and it's why all through my career for 15 years in photography and all during this 5 years of YouTube, I have still continued to do free work. Before we jump into number 2, another massively helpful thing that has helped me scale my photography business and my YouTube business has been systems that keep me organized and help me communicate with my clients and get paid simply from them. And that's the sponsor of today's video, Honeybook. Honeybook is a client-centered CRM platform for independent businesses that makes it easy for independent business owners like photographers, videographers, and content creators to manage projects, clients, and sell their services online. Honeybook automates invoicing and secure payments, making things so much easier and stress-free for you and your clients. You don't have to go hunt down your clients for anything. Honeybook sends the automated reminder to them, lets them know, hey, you have an invoice due. So your clients can meet their deadlines and you can get paid on time. With their suite of project management tools, you can walk each client through a system from inquiry to follow-up, meetings, proposals, and books all in one place. The main reason my businesses have worked so seamlessly is having systems in place like Honeybook. Whether it's secure payments, online contracts, which is insanely helpful to have, and scheduling, Honeybook keeps all your projects organized in one place for you and your clients. So you're not like jumping between a bunch of different apps to find everything related to each client. It's all in one spot, which simplifies your life and makes your business more successful. Now, you have big goals for 2025, and Honeybook wants to help you get there with its January Jumpstart giveaway. Head to the first link in the description and sign up for a free trial for a chance to win a $10,000 prize package of tools, resources, and training that you need to jumpstart your business this year. A massive thank you to Honeybook for supporting today's video and for keeping my business organized. Okay, into number 2. Number 2 might be the most critical piece of advice that I've used to grow both of these businesses. And it is relationships over everything. Scott Stratton of the book Unmarketing, he said, if you believe a business is built on relationships, make building them your business. And in my wedding photography business and my YouTube channel, that's been everything. But I think people misunderstand this concept. They think that relationships means that you're gonna schmooze your clients, you're gonna schmooze coordinators or your audience, you're gonna schmooze them so that you can get what you want. And it's actually the exact opposite. And to be fair, this piece of advice probably deserves its own full video, but the very short summation of it is this. If you want to build good relationships, whether that's with your clients, brands, your audience, look for what they need and what they want, and then give it to them without expecting anything in return. To be fair, that's how any relationship is built. My relationship with my wife is so much better when all I do is just say, what does she need? What does she want? And then I try to fulfill that without keeping score and being like, well, I gave you that. Now shouldn't you do that for me? If you look at Gary Vee's book, he has a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And the concept of that book is that if you want to sell to somebody or you want your business to be able to sell things, you should give way more than you're looking to receive. So with you guys, I'm going to just make as many videos on here. You guys don't have to pay for these videos. These are all free for you. So I'm going to try to either entertain you, inspire you, or teach you something through these videos, all free. And then at some point, I might say something like, hey, I released an EDC multi-tool with Condor Blue. And if all these videos that I've given you have given you some value, it would mean a lot to me if you went down on the link and you bought one of these tools. For real, the link is down below. So I put out as much free stuff as I can to you guys. I really don't even think about the right hook. I'm just trying to put out as much as possible. And again, what that translates to, you're not doing, this is so tricky, because you're not doing it with the mindset of getting back. You're just doing it saying, I'm gonna just focus on giving, and I know I'll be taken care of. In return, it'll happen. I will be taken care of. You guys have sold this thing out 4 times already, and I even stopped asking about it. So that's a good relationship. We have a good relationship with each other because I'm focused on giving, and then you guys are like, well, we want to support you, and you pick something up that, man, it's, like I said, this might be the most critical piece of advice of the 3. Okay, last piece of advice, and it is for all you fellow perfectionists out there that end up kind of just turning into procrastinators, and it is, if it's 80%, it ships. I couldn't even tell you what book that came from or if there's some famous guy that said this, but the concept is essentially taking a product from 0 to 80%, it takes a lot of work. Taking it from 80% to 100% will take 4 or 5 times as much work as it took to go from 0 to 80%, and your client probably won't even see that value. How that translates to photography is I used to spend stupid amounts of time editing my photos and just perfecting every little thing, 1,000 images in a wedding gallery, and I would go through every single one of them and tweak the tiniest little dials to be ooh, the magenta, one more point magenta. It was silly. It was hours and hours of wasted time because at the 80% mark, that's about as much as my clients could perceive the value in. I'm gonna give them these images. I edited them on my color calibrated monitor, and they are gonna look at them on their very not color calibrated monitors, which is, I think about this all the time with YouTube also, is I focus so much on the cameras and the lenses and the lighting and the filters that I'm gonna use. And then in the edit, I fall into that same trap of trying to perfect videos before putting them out for you guys. And what I know is that 0 to 80% and then getting out the door, that matters the most. So for me, what this has done is this has helped me look at my businesses and say, what are the things in my business that actually move the ball forward? And I'm gonna spend most of my time on those. And things like editing and color correcting to perfection, those don't really move the ball forward. And I'm gonna stop spending my time on those. If it means I put out 1 video a month, but it is color perfect. It is oh my God, it looks like a movie. Or I can put out 8 videos a month. 8 videos is going to grow my YouTube channel significantly faster than 1 video a month. So grab whatever camera you have, edit videos, and then iterate. You're always trying to make things better, but as soon as it's 80%, ship it. post it, and move on to the next one. And with my photography business, growing that business over the years, and this YouTube channel now, growing it to over 420,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, all of you that have subscribed to this channel. Like, it always blows my brain. Those are the three things that I constantly think about to continue growing this channel, to continue trying to provide as much value for you guys as possible. And I know it'll come back to me. Do work for free to get better and to be able to help somebody out and build that relationship. Give in those relationships way more than you ever ask for. And again, if it's 80%, it ships. Those three things, man, have changed my life. I hope they help you guys. If you have any bits of advice, like things that you've heard, things that have changed either your business or your life, drop them down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. I will be down there chatting with you guys as much as possible. And like always, I will see you soon. Bye. You're still here, huh?